Welcome back to FortressCraft Evolved, and made some changes. You see I put my ore thief back down from a couple of episodes ago. Yep, I just missed that it needed power. Even though it was animating, it still needed power, so added power. Just sent the power over from our battery block over there, over to here. What are they called? Power storage blocks. Yeah. Goes down into here, this then feeds this. And you can see it's got, 600 power at the moment. If I step onto it, you'll see it's taking stuff from my inventory. And it's got 5 free slots now, but it's stopped. And it's feeding into these hoppers. So this is give it 300 slots. I could put them on the other sides, but it takes quite a lot of power to do that, though. Yeah, so bear in mind, it's going to pull all the power that these sort of really slow starter power transmitters will give it. So, yeah. So I wanted to do that with the other type of thief as well. There's one called a garbage thief, so I want to set that up as well. So what this one does, it takes ores out of my inventory. You see, it hasn't, because largely it's run out of storage space, but it has been taking them out. And I'm going to do that with the garbage or the trash or the rubbish, as we English would say. So lots of this other stuff we don't really need in our inventory, and save ourselves managing it manually. We can do it automatically. Before we move on to that, though, I do want to talk about these. These are the 3-in-1 splitters. And there are some advantages and disadvantages. The reason why I changed out from hoppers was if you put a hopper here, when it's dealing with more than 2 materials, it doesn't really deal with it very well. And there's a slime. Are you not being attracted to our farm? Imagine you are, you just can't get over there, can you? Hopefully you will. Oh, there you go. Okay, so yeah, the hoppers can't deal with more than 2 materials very well. They just 2 get through, but one side just stays. Okay, so I changed them to this, and this selects a side, and then selects the other side, and this works very well. Its downside is if one side has got an empty belt. As soon as it selects this side, it won't return and select the other side until it gets something from this side. So bear in mind, you have to keep it supplied on both sides, otherwise it won't work very well, or at all even. So what I did was sort of a messy solution. We had tin coming from over there. We had copper and iron coming from over there, and I had to just reroute the belt a little bit. It was blocking the laser beam, but iron is coming in there. Copper, at the moment, it's mainly just iron. So on this side, from this the storage, I then just put sort of side-loaded belts onto onto one side of this, and then rerouted the tin onto the other side so that it will select between these two, and it heads this way and in. So it's pretty much constantly making bars for me now. If I just keep pressing Q, you get the idea. All 4 metals. And it's working very well. I quite like it for now. We can speed that up later, of course. It's pretty much jammed with iron at the moment. And obviously this one smelter is not going to do much good for now on. So what I may do is I may go for the basic smelters and set up a separate array of them. I was hoping to wait till I got to like a proper ore smelter like this rather than using the basic ones. I think the basic ones use up more of the ore. Let's have a look. Basic ore smelter. Can we get context? Oh, we can't even make the basic one. I'm still missing something. That's annoying. Okay. Well, I'm guessing I'm not getting smelters until I scan for more stuff. Alright, so let's get on with that garbage thief installation. I've got some more coal over here, and I'm sort of running out of sides for these power storage units, or these lasers. So I'll set up a separate fuel. Is that another worm over there? Is that just my imagination? Thought I'd seen one. Anyway, we're going to set up a separate power source for them over here. The garbage thief, that is. And ideally, I'm probably going to set up more of them as well, wherever I can find a coal vein, so that I don't have to keep pulling stuff from the center, and just make it routing easier for all the laser power transmitters. Alright, so what do we need for that? So we're going to need, as it keeps suggesting at the top right of the screen, we need a pyrothermic generator, so we'll make one of those. Make one, craft. Alright, and we're going to need another power storage block. Do we have a spare one of those? I hope. Yeah, we can make one with lithium. Good. We're going to need a hopper. I've got one, and then we're going to need... so let's put those down first of all. Let's head over here. Okay, so we can put it pretty much anywhere. So I can put it on ground level. Let's just go and get this. I need an ore extractor. That's what I need. Let's just pop over and build one. Let's just go here and ore extractor. Yeah, we can make one. Good. All right, select that. And we're going to put this on the top. Let's start with what do you need with the pyrothermic. So let's put the ore extractor down. It's out of power, of course. And we can get it to extract into a hopper. Put that next door. And from there, it can go into a pyrothermic. You're not on this toolbar, are you? Where are you? Pyrothermic. You got to be in my inventory somewhere. There it is. So let's just change it on the toolbar. It's already there. Put you on top. And then just a battery block, I think. Alright, and we just have to feed you to get started. And you should now produce more than enough for yourself. It's sort of at ground level, so we can put a laser on top of this. Once I have a laser, there we go. And we can put it in whatever direction we wanted and get power out of it. That's pretty good. Let's deconstruct the laser until we need the power. So, then we need to build the garbage thief. So just like before, it's going to need an area. Maybe build this direction, something along those lines. So I'm going to build a floor so everything's level, I think. And I'll be back shortly. Okay, so we can just finish off our floor. So if I want it like this and fairly hidden, I guess I could put the ore thief on top. Oops. You know, right on top of this, and that will be invisible, but I may want to share this power out to somewhere else, so I guess we're going to have to put it somewhere else. So let's just see, that's the ore thief. Garbage thief is on 0. Okay, so let's put it one away. There we go. And now we're going to need, let's just get one of the lasers again, so let's pop you there. And will you take power? You are taking power. Good. Alright, so then we just need somewhere to dump stuff. So we're going to need hoppers. And I've got a few. I want a few more ideally, but that depends. I think I'm short on tin plates for those. Let's take a quick look. Tin bars even. Let's see if we can make some hoppers. Yeah, still a few short. We're going to have to... This is a multi-stage process. What we're going to do is really convert all of that... Whoops. Wrong block. We're going to convert all of the garbage that comes out of my inventory into something more useful. So that will do just fine. Let's get rid of you, and... There we go. We'll link it over to there, in fact, you know, something like this. If you don't know what I'm doing there, I'm just holding control and left-clicking. This is so much faster than Minecraft or something along those lines. So yeah, we've got this area. So we're going to need some storage hoppers, of course. And then we should be able to step on. And it's taking stuff from my inventory, but it's all, of course, it doesn't have much power. That's its limit. That is a basic power transmitter. What I just wonder is how much power is in here. Yeah, so the basic laser power transmitter can't transfer power very efficiently. So I guess we can see if we can craft one of the upgrades. Well, not an upgrade, but a better version. Where's lasers? There we are. Mark 1 needs lithium. And we can take those and put onto our bars because we don't want to craft any of the basic ones anymore. Where have you gone? You should be in here. There you are. Okay. And I know it seems a bit odd for me to using the upgraded versions. The first thing I'm going to use it for is the garbage system. But hey, let's just see how much better they are. There we go. Okay. Where's the power? Can it not show me the power? It needs more power to offload. Okay. So it's still trying to transfer stuff out. Are you going in? You're taking a constant rate, I think. Yeah, power delta. So it can transfer power out pretty well. Let's see what it's like. See what the power gain is like here. So 10, 20. So it's doing about 10 power a second. That seems pretty good. And it's going to fill these up, of course. If anytime I get near to this, it's going to pull stuff out of my inventory, but that's okay. Yep. I could just stand here and go AFK for a little while, but we'll let it mount up with the power. And then we're going to need to do something with this rubbish. Let's see. What has it picked up? It's picking up all the rock, I think. Looks that way. Rock and resin, it looks like. Okay, so we can then grind that up. There's a construction paste grinder in here. If I've not already made one. No, I don't already have one. Converts useless garbage into construction paste, and we can use that to make a static box, which hopefully there are going to be some blocks that let me move faster fairly soon, but we're probably going to need paste for that, so let's craft one. And which screen's on? There it is, number 4. So let's go back to 1 and then put down some of these. I don't need any more than just one of these, I guess. So I guess we can just move both of you. Make this a bit more compact. Grab one of these and yep, that's gonna work. Does it need anything else to work? Can it work by just a conveyor belt after it? No, it needs a hopper. That's a shame. But okay, well, let's put a hopper. Yeah, looking at attached hopper for all of those. No, I sort of... can I just change this to... Change the permissions to remove only? Will it then have problems with that? Alright, so let's put it next to these hoppers then. Number 5, not really much of a problem. There it goes, it seems to be dealing with stuff just fine. And will it auto eject? Let's see, so number 7. Is it going to put it back in here? Yes, it is. So we're going to have to change these. These are going to be remove only. Remove only. And then it's probably going to go, I need something to put this stuff into. So, yeah, we can do add and remove, and it should work just fine. We'll just take the construction paste out of this, and yeah, we can set the same thing up here and here. And then from there, I guess we can put the construction paste into, I don't know, a hopper array of something. I could do with knowing, I guess, if anyone wants to comment, if there is anything bigger than these 100 slots, because they're kind of really small, really, 100 slots. And that's going to cause some issues, especially like stuff like this. I can just put a belt down, a belt across, and a belt up, and then put another hopper, and you can have an array of hoppers. That would seem to be fine, but, you know, if there's a better solution, I'm more than willing to hear it. Other than, hey, there's more hoppers later. You can upgrade them, which is going to be good. Okay, so we've got the garbage system running. We've got the ore collection system going. And now I guess I should look at a few other things. 1 second. Okay, so to continue our research, we're going to need to build a lab. It's going to block our research otherwise. So let's have a look at doing that. Where are you? Laboratory. It's going to be in here. It's just that lab. So laboratory components take basic PCBs, which we've already been making. I think they're from the tin plates. The other types of PCBs, by the charged ones, by the way, they're from lithium, and then you can get reinforced ones from iron, etc. So there are different tiers depending on what you feed into the plate machine. Sorry, not the plate machine, the PCB machine that we made last episode. So laboratory components, we need basic experimental pods, so we need the research, whatever it's called, research assembler. Yeah, so let's make that. It needs the copper housing. I've already made one of those. Let's shortcut this a little bit. Okay, so the research assembler should be around here somewhere. And we just need a power power block to stick it on top of or something. Actually, let's just put it... can we just put it here? Yeah. You do have an interface? No, you need 6 plates and 2 PCBs, and turns those into research pods. So we're going to need to set up some kind of production chain for these. And that's not actually too bad. I think we can move it to be the same production chain as where the PCB machines are, maybe. It depends which type of pods we need. So basic and tin plates, I guess we could try. Let's just pick that back up again. And maybe we want to think about these machines and moving this one over here. And then we'd have the research block. Where's... I have a research. I just picked it up from over there. Oh, I didn't pick it up. Now I picked it up. That's slightly annoying. Alright, so I guess we might want this to be optional. I'm not quite so sure at the moment, so we may have to pick this up if we don't want it. And I just disassembled the wrong thing. 6. There we go. So we should get some basic PCBs from that side. Let's just take you out. You're the iron plate. Okay, so that's fine. And then we just need the other thing on the other side, don't we? The same thing we set up. So hopper. Let's just turn this around, just for prettiness sake. And then where is our other machine? Are you around here anywhere? I need oh, there you are. 0. Okay, and that should be a production chain. We can set these to be remove only. And then if we make another storage hopper, we can get this to output research pods, I guess. Let's just grab all of you. And storage hopper? Yes. Let's make a couple of you. Alright, so that should be the entire chain. Combine 6 plates and 2 PCBs into research pods. Let's just manually move some... well, we need to make some plates, which means we need some tin. So let's put you in there. And then we need to make basic PCBs on the other side. Is that copper? I never remember which actual ingredient are which for this, so let's just take in... oh, we can add some this way. Just select this and then Shift-T a few in. Okay, so we should get PCBs on one side, plates on the other, and hopefully they'll get combined. Are you working? We're just going to need some power for you, aren't we? So, how are we going to get power to you? This is always the problem. But, well, I'll do some rearranging. 1 second. Okay, we needed copper plate with basic PCBs. Okay, so, yep, there we go. 6 copper plate, 2 basic PCBs. So I needed copper on both sides. Let's just take all of you back out of then. And then let's just feed you with copper instead. There we go. And I've just brought in power this way temporarily. I'll figure out something more permanent. I may actually want to send all this power underground, to be honest, and feed things from below. It's just a lot tinier than having stuff up here, but what do you guys think? Yeah, I think I'd like to kind of hide a lot of that where possible. I want cables. Why lasers? Laser seems a remarkably inefficient way of making power. You feed power in to start a reaction, to start it lasing, sending a laser out this way, and then, yeah, I want cables. We've got copper. We've got a machine that can make wire, for God's sake. Okay, rant over. This is gathering power. And hopefully once it completes, it will then put stuff into here. But I gather it's going to need lots of power. So I did need to, well, I used the upgraded versions of these power transmitters. Okay, so the research assembler has been running for some time. It's terribly slow at the moment, so I'm going to have to look at changing that over. I am, however, in the meantime, changing as many of these over to the upgraded versions. Yep, that's one done. And let's get rid of you as well. I'm going to need some rock to turn that, unless there's another way of turning it to point this direction. Yep, that looks good. And I probably need to do another one over here somewhere. Is that to do laser? That's a Mark 1. That's a Mark 1. Okay, good. Alright, I think we've got all of them upgraded. So yeah, this is terribly slow. I've started making laboratories. I made it with the first set of 5 that came out of that. Took 10-15 minutes to actually make those. And I'm going to need 3 more sets because it's not a 3x3 like these ore thieves and garbage thieves. It's a 3x3x3, sort of like a furnace sort of setup in Minecraft. So yeah, we're going to have to get 3 more batches of 5. Sorry, 2 more batches of 5, and then that will work once I get more copper plates, which I'm short on. Hopefully that should change pretty soon now that they're correctly combining again. Let's actually get rid of that one. Let's just see. It should be in here. Watch this need copper. Oh no, just a stamper plant. Does the stamper plant need copper? Yes, of course it does. Has any copper made it in yet? No. Okay, let me just upgrade that one off camera. And I think what I'm going to do between the episodes is definitely create that furnace array. I think I got the last part of it actually. The part that said... so I could do it now, I guess. Basic ore smelter, you need organic rock. Yeah, I'm gonna need more of that. I found it over here near this resin stuff, or sand, whatever you actually want to call it. What are you called? Would be nice if it tells me what it's actually called. Okay. Soft resin. Okay. Yep, so there was some over here. It was just hanging out in midair because the worm that spawned over here got rid of all the rest of this soft resin. And I could see it quite easily. So I think we need to go look for more of that, certainly for smelters. And I don't see much more of it. It looks sort of like rock, but... No, I was going to say an organic shape, but it is kind of an organic shape. It's just like a teardrop. Recommendation, construct a laboratory. I'm working on it. So I need to find more of that rock to be able to construct more smelters. So I may well have to do that between the episodes. It is apparently more prevalent underground, so I may have to go down there. But I certainly don't see more of it around. I didn't even know what it was when I collected it. I just decided to scan it later. And yeah, we've got everything. Got everything we need for smelters when I find that. No, there really isn't more of it around. I want to show more of it to you if I can find some. I'm going to have a look. And while I was out exploring, I found this crashed unit. You can see the smoke for quite a ways away. And what are you? Level 1. Scanned but not researched. Can we take it with us? Okay. Don't know what that was. It was a circuit board of some kind. Let's just see what shows up. Research parts. Okay. Something to keep in mind if you see any of that. Any more organic rock? Okay, here's some organic rock. It's really close to the base as well. So this is probably where the worms spawned, and behind we've got some organic rock. So we can pick those up, and definitely want those. That's in one entire smelter, I guess, if we got 3 of them. Is there anything else below? That'd be nice if it was. I guess not. Anything else I can scan in here? No. I have scanned those all the way over there, so yeah, I don't need to go this way. Alright, let's get back to the base, which is very, very close, and hopefully we can make one of those smelters now. At least one of the basic ones. I could do with 1 more piece of organic rock to make 2 of them, but this should mean that I can dedicate some smelters to, I don't know, maybe 1 for tin, 1 for copper, because they seem to be quite plentiful on the surface, so, you know, it's iron and lithium we probably want to dedicate to this main smelter, so where we're going to put them, I'm going to need power, and I'm going to need to make them. So let's just start out with maybe copper. That seems to be what I need for the research lab anyway, so let's just have a look. Where are you? Basic ore smelter, 3 organic rock, tin plate, and basic PCBs. We've got all of them, which means I've got 1 of these. Keeps on telling me to make a spider bot base. I don't have, at the very top right of the screen, I don't have enough materials yet. I've got a turret down. What do you want? Ooh, there may be some more organic rock over there, actually. That looks like another worm. Let's just see if we can grab you. Hopefully there's not a worm in there. Okay. Ah, loads. Look at this. Ah. Let's just grab all of this. And then we can have a smelter array. Yes, not a very efficient one, but it'll get us going. to start with. Even more. Well, I've got no shortage of smelters now, I guess. May have a shortage of power or power transmission, but that's a different problem entirely. Okay, so maybe if we build sort of an extension, I've just deconstructed this again because I was plugging the laser beam. I keep on doing that. I keep having to watch out for the laser beams. So yeah, I've just changed this to just iron only. That's feeding into our main smelter. I think we're going to bring out the copper this way and maybe have some smelters here, at least temporarily. So we can have a look at, you know, something along these lines. We should get power from both sides. But we're going to need... is that far enough away? So I'm going to have to put a hopper here and feed into them. There should be enough space. Do I have any spare hoppers? I have one. Let's just put one there. And we're going to set this to remove only. Yeah, and then we can then put in our conveyor belts. We don't have very many of them, but, you know, we can fit them in. And bring the copper across in this way. Put another storage hopper on this side, and then, you know, we should be able to get a dedicated only copper manufacturing area. Storage hopper, yeah. We can make 3 of them. And conveyor belts, unfortunately, we're probably going to need copper, yeah. 1 copper bar, not enough. Okay, but I can put the storage hoppers down, and we can put this to, say, that's remove only, isn't it? Yes, I think. So we can get this to be add only. Add only. And one there. Remove only. There we go. So we have two smelters set up. We can't upgrade, unfortunately, these ones with the forced induction. So they are going to be pretty slow. I'm going to have to manually feed in some copper to that furnace, I think, just to get me some more conveyor belts before we get started. Up, there we go. And this is a small hopper as well, so this is sort of not very good. Okay, so let me sort that one out off camera. Come back once it's done. In fact, even though it's really slow, I guess I could just reuse these really basic ones we used to have. Will you let me build you? You will. Okay, so I will just use those temporarily. Obviously, they are too slow for this, but they will get us started. Or they will once I, hopefully... So I build this. There we go. So yeah, not quite... Oh my, this is so slow. But it will get the copper to the furnace. And hopefully then we'll get some copper bars out. And on the other side, we can do the same thing with tin. Here it is. So we can cut off the tin from this area. And we can temporarily just go around. So I want it to go here. And maybe here. Let's just set all the actual corner blocks out so the auto construction will work. Yeah, there we go. So if I say you're all working. You're all the wrong direction. Why would you... Oh, maybe it's relating to the direction of that one. Yeah, that's a shame. There we go. And last one, hopefully. Are you going to... Yeah, it all seems to be related, but that's not too bad. Okay, so we've now got copper and tin in their own smelters. That should solve the problem. Have you already started? It looks like you have. Yeah, you're heating up. And that means we should, very shortly... Yeah, smelting copper into copper bars and... Copper bars! Okay, so copper and tin, that's fine. So this is now dedicated iron only. I still can't get rid of that little U-bend, but that's okay. And then the other direction is just going to come from, and this is going to stop things, yeah. These aren't terribly great because they do 3 of one side and then 1 of the other rather than equal amounts. So I can just pull all this back up. And now just hook this directly up. Let's just put the regular conveyor back on. Where are you? Regular conveyor. There you are. There we go. So anything from the ore thief will come into one side. And it's sort of a mixed bag depending on what it's coming out of my inventory as. And then iron's going to be the entire other side. And of course this, can we just upgrade those by clicking on them? Ah, that's a shame. We're going to have to have an in-place upgrade option, but we can't do that just yet. So I'll figure it out. I've got 11, so I can improve the speed of this a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's still reminding me to build that spider bot base. I don't have the materials yet. So, yeah, in fact, have I got enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I'm 3 short. But otherwise, we can do that. If I just grab a few more of those bars, I guess I can build a few more conveyors. And now I should have enough to bring this back up to full speed, which means I can then craft more conveyors, of course. There we go. So that's back at full speed, and we'll do the same thing on the other side with tin, obviously, as it goes through. These smelters aren't great, they're lower efficiency and slower, but it will allow us to improve the speed of total of our factory. Yeah, so I'm quite liking it. What do you guys think? You think we can do this a better way? Let me know in the comments. So I think that's it for today's episode. And next episode I want to get to is to have these built. And there's only one of them in here. You see this? Basic experimental pod. I need 9 more of those. So that's why I had to get that copper going. So next episode we'll build the laboratory. And from there we'll be able to open up the rest of the not research necessarily, but also making things, as you can see in here, this project. I can't build the next minor upgrades until I get laboratory or resin handling, basic logistics, etc, etc. I have 37 points remaining. Some recipes, there's nothing really I want straight away in there. So it's mainly just waiting for the laboratory now. Now that I have a dedicated copper plate smeltery, I'll be able to get that done pretty quickly, I think. Yeah, 7 copper bars and 5 tin bars. Alright, so we'll see you next episode. Hopefully you've enjoyed this one. Feel free to thumbs up if you have. Subscribe and share if you haven't already. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.